Hey you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about 5 tips for time management. I have grown a lot during my 15 plus years of owning my own business. Not only has the business grown, but I personally have grown. When I first started out, it was incredibly overwhelming. There were so many tasks. It seemed like there was a never-ending to-do list. I had to book orders. I had to write the actual orders, correct the orders. Don't even get me started about invoicing and sending estimates. There's just so much to do when you run your own business, and always never enough time in the day. Over the years, I've learned of a few different ways that I can make the most of the hours I have during the day when it comes to work and play, so that there's enough time to get all the work done and do fun stuff afterward. So let's talk about my 5 tips for time management. Okay, my first tip might seem simple, but it's using a calendar. So a calendaring app or program is going to be better than an actual calendar. The one I like is called Asana. It's been a life changer for me. It gives me such joy to mark off my tasks, and it even has little congratulatory emojis that shoot across the page sometimes to congratulate me for getting things done. So it's been a lifesaver for me and my team. You can use it if you are a sole proprietor. You don't have to pay for it, though there are options that you can pay for, but it is totally free to use the basic calendar program. Okay, my second tip is to write everything down. We write everything down. For us, my business, because I have employees, they need to know for scheduling purposes where I am and when I'm going to be in and out of the office. And of course, if you're scheduling for yourself, you would need to know when you're going to be in and out of the office. So I use Asana to keep track of my client orders. If we have basic tasks, I put those on there as well. You can assign them to different people. If you have an assistant, you can assign it to them and they'll receive an email telling them that they have an assignment. So things get assigned to me all the time, and like I said, it gives me secret joy to check it off and mark it complete. For us, if it's a personal appointment, if it's a doctor appointment, the dentist, if I have a haircut, nails, that all goes on Asana. And that way we can block out my time for different projects and really just be realistic about the time that I have during the workday. Tip number 3 is using apps to plan your business promotions and your logistics. We use Planoly for Instagram to plan out our posts in advance so we can choose our photos and write the captions in advance. This is so wonderful if you're going on vacation or you're taking time off for the holidays, so that you don't have that anxiety of figuring out, oh my gosh, what do I post today? And even worse, what am I going to say in the caption? So if you just block out some time to put in your posts in advance each week, it makes social media a lot easier. Another similar app that we use for Facebook and Twitter is called Hootsuite. So it kind of does the same thing. It makes managing your social media a lot more pleasant. Okay, another great app we use or program is called ShipStation. So we have our own website. We also have an Etsy page, and it's really vital that all of our orders come into one central location so that our shipping team can ship them out to wherever they go and orders go out correctly. So ShipStation integrates both our website and Etsy, and it makes it easy to print labels. It's just good for our team. So ShipStation is what we use for shipping. Okay, You're not gonna like it, but tip number 4 is turning off all electronics and phones. So that includes your computer or your cell phone if you need to get a project done. So typically when I'm working on a large envelope order, I will have Netflix running in the background so that it gives me some kind of background noise to get into the groove and keep me going for a long period of time while I work. But if you have trouble focusing, it's best to just shut your laptop or turn off your computer, put down your phone, and really focus on the task at hand. Again, if this is something that you struggle with, there's even an app to help you with it. It's called Self-Control, and you can install it on your iPhone. You can actually set it to block any website for a certain amount of time, Instagram and Facebook. So if you struggle with it, be sure to check out the Self-Control app. Okay, tip number 5 is be realistic with your time. I'm very realistic with my time. Of course, there are always those days sometimes that come up where you've just got jam-packed appointments and things to get done, but be realistic about how long each one is going to take. So time yourself when you're doing your envelopes so that you can be realistic about how long an order will take. If it's a big project or a small project, kind of get an average for how long it takes you to do X amount of envelopes. We also explicitly schedule in time to catch up on work. So this is really important when I go on vacation. You might have noticed when you're struggling to get things done because you need to turn off work, like go out of town or turn things off for the holidays, you notice that all these little things come up and you're like trying to get your to-do list checked off and new things keep coming in. So usually before I will go out of town or before the holidays, we will have one blank day on the calendar just for those extra tasks that might come up before I need to leave. So no one is under pressure and everything gets done, and I can go on vacation and just de-stress while I'm there and not have to think about work. All right, well, those are my 5 tips for time management. Hopefully you'll find them helpful if you're just starting out with your own business or you're running a calligraphy business part-time even. Hopefully they'll be useful for you. I just want to mention that none of the apps or programs that I talked about are sponsored in any way. These are just programs that I use day to day. I find them immensely helpful and wanted to share them with you. So we're going to link to all of them below. Also, if you have any other tips that you have for time management, we would love to hear about them. So make sure you put them in the comments. And if there's any video that you would like to see us put up on YouTube in the future, put that in the comments as well. We would love to hear from you. Thanks.